Testing. Alright, sounds like everything's working. Welcome back. Let's turn on some music here. Might be a little loud. I think that's good. Alright, welcome back. I'm back. This is going to be part 2 of me building the lucky Shiba Inu. So as you guys can see here, last time we worked on this for about like 3 hours or more, and so far all I have is like the butt. So we're gonna go ahead and see how many layers we can add on today, and yeah, just go from there. I wanted to work on this a bit more earlier in the week. I was supposed to stream on Tuesday or something like that, but things happened. One of my monitors gave out. It just died. So here we are today. After everything's been fixed and more money spending, we're back at it, and yeah, we're just gonna go at it. So last time when I cleaned up, I put everything in their own little Ziploc bags and stuff like that, so everything is pretty organized, I feel. Some things I still haven't opened yet. I don't even know if I'll get this to these certain colors and all, but we're just gonna lay them all out. There's a bunch of different screws that I'm gonna need here. And these are all just bricks. I'm gonna need this screwdriver for sure. Bricks, more bricks. Alright. And I have the PDF open here for the instructions, so I think I'm all set. I think we're just ready to go at it. So let's put this under here. This be like conveniently placed on top of this thing or no? Alright, cool. What's up, Yanshu? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Alright. So last I left off, it was step number 21. So I think we'll just go from there. It's more majority brown pieces. Ah! That was loud in my ear, what the heck? L Ace, thanks for the resub of 32 months. Welcome on in. How you been, dude? Put this one over here. Lucky! Yanshu, thanks for the subscription of your first one. Thanks for the prime. And you guys started a hype train so early. I wasn't ready for this. Welcome on in. Thanks for the subs. Enjoy your emotes. I'm probably gonna need a lot more colors. It's choo-choo time. Yes, it is. Thanks for the subs. I appreciate it. I'm gonna need this color. Practically, I'm gonna need all the colors. Alright, let's just do this. Let's do black first. This black should be the easy one. I need a 3. And I need another 3. Yeah, how you guys doing? No, oh god. Can I get a volume check too? How's the music? I watched the last VOD and I'm like, damn, the music's kind of loud. It was still, like, you guys could still hear me, but it's just like, it was so loud. I had no idea. Thanks for 300 bits, Ace. I appreciate it, man. Where does this go? Here? My voice is a little quiet. I honestly can't do much about that. It's probably the mic just being turned the wrong way. How about now? Can you hear me better? I didn't even realize the mic was like facing the wrong direction just now. Much better? Alright. Thanks for letting me know. Gold. So what have you been up to, Ace? What's new? I always have trouble finding these little singular pieces. I had one and I lost it. So the baggie right below your arrow keys. Looks like food or like bunny food. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They look like little food pellets, right? Is that what you're saying? That is true. Have you seen me build this thing yet? Or did you see the last one? You missed the last one? Aw, all good. So this thing is not Legos. It's called JEKCA is what I'm pronouncing it as. And how their sets work is that they have little mini bricks, but they have little holes in them. And how it works is that I'm supposed to use the bricks to, you know, just build like Legos. But then I'm gonna use these little pegs right here, and they're like little screws, along with this little screwdriver to screw them in. So if you look really, really closely on this one right here, you can see that like there are some little screws like there, and then like one space away right here, another screw, and that secures it. So like I think when this thing is done, I can literally throw this thing as a rock or a brick at someone and it wouldn't break. At least that's what I think. It feels pretty damn secure now. So yeah, but it is a very tedious step. So like how it works is like I just do a layer and then it tells me like all the places I have to put a screw. And it's like literally like one every other piece or one every other hole they want me to put a screw. Luckily, screwing it hasn't been that annoying. Like they slide pretty well. So yeah, but it's just it's just very tedious. Whip it at Carlos, like just tie it to a stick and just fling it around. You missed the train. The hype train is long gone. Better luck next time. No worries. Thanks for the 2 subs and the 300 bits. I appreciate it. Did you guys get an emote or anything like that? Or no? Hype train level 1, 81%. Your community contributed a total of 2 gift subs. But yeah. So far, my rating of this thing is that it's better than the fire-breathing fire lizard that I had to build. So far, so good. Just takes a while. Like, last stream was just this much. It was like 3 or 4 hours almost. Probably 3.5 hours. I don't know how far I'll get along this time, but I do want to finish it considering that I have like a lucky cat that I need to build too. Notazard? Notazard? True, yes. A lot better than the Notazard. I love calling it that name though. The fact that like it was labeled that when I bought it. This piece is wrong. Good thing I have an eye for detail. Before this too, I was actually building other things. So I build a lot of other smaller things off stream just because they're pretty small. And I don't think they like can fill up an adequate stream time, you know? But my brother-in-law also bought a bunch of little sets that he wanted to have, like Pikachus and stuff like that. So before the stream started, I was actually building those. I built 2 Pikachus and a Pachaco. The Pachaco was really interesting. It was like a jigsaw puzzle made of a bunch of clear pieces. And like there was like no instructions, but just a set of instructions of like what pieces to do in what order. That's all they did. So like there was no like where should this go? It was just use this piece first, use this piece second. It was a little weird, but I got the hang of it. I technically have a few more things to build for him, but I'm saving that for another time now that I'm working on this again. This is wrong. This has to be wrong. Yes, this is wrong. Four, another 4, and then a 5 goes here. We got a 2 here. My hope is that as this thing goes higher, it gets a lot easier. As it's just like layers. I think that's what I said last time in the last stream, is that this thing, does it really go out this way? This thing, the very first layer was probably the most annoying because there was nothing like secured, and I just had to lay out all the pieces in the layout that they wanted me to, and it was just like, good luck, put the second layer on. And I was like, oh, okay. Everything was like moving out of place and stuff like that. And then putting the first layer of screws was like scary as fuck. But then after that step, it's been pretty chill. Luckily, I don't have to dig too far in this bag so far to get any of the pieces that I've been trying to get. Alright, and that's that layer done. So now, for the first time, or for the people that are seeing this for the first time, you'll see that I start putting these screws in. And there's actually different length screws too. So like this one, they label it as a 2. And then there's the same color one that's labeled as a 3. So I guess like they fit like 3 layers, which I need to cut it out of this damn thing. Screwing on stream time. Yes. That's exactly what I'm doing. So the reason why it needs a 3 probably is because of the fact that there's like 3 layers right here that they want me to secure. And yeah, there seems to be no screw there ahead of time, so I just do that. And it should go all the way. There you go. Oh, it pushed the block out. So something is... Okay, it's in. Now, I'm just gonna screw this one ahead of time. Usually I put the screws all in first before... Why can't I tighten this? Okay, I said the screwing part was supposed to be easy. Why is it doing this now? It's not It's not tightening. Oh, okay, there you go. That one required a lot more force than usual. The heck? Okay. Hopefully nothing else gives me issues. So I usually do it by color so that I don't lose track of anything. And I would say the hard part is just not dropping them into the thing. Ah! This part is the hardest. Uh-oh. There's already a screw there. Why would you... Oh, no, I'm off by one. Oh my god. So it's here. I feel like if I have two hands on this part, it ends up becoming a little bit easier on me. And then it ends up becoming like perler beads, but a little bit more annoying. Except perler beads, the ironing step was always the most stressful step. Especially for bigger work. And then that's why I quit, because I failed one day. It was like 2 hours, or like it was like a total of 4 hours putting that thing together, and then when I tried to iron it, it failed. And I was like, well, don't want to do this anymore. And then like, I think it was like last year, I threw them all out. I was like, I don't want to look at any of this stuff anymore. I don't even want to try to attempt it anymore. At the time, I didn't know of like different tricks that I could have used to possibly iron something that big together. So one of the tricks that I ended up seeing after the fact was like you would tape all the beads together using like I think Scotch tape. And then that way all the beads stay roughly together, and then you take it off of the thing. This seems more tedious in a different way. Yeah, this is pretty tedious. And I didn't know about this before I bought it. Well, I kind of did. But I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try it out, see how it is. Now I have the lucky cat too. So to tell you the story about why I have both of these, I would have only bought one. But when I was at the store that had these, we were like probably on the first floor, and the store has like 6 floors or something like that. So we were on the first floor, and I saw a lot of like random souvenirs and stuff like that. I bought like 3 or 4 different sets from this one store alone, and it was like a stationery store or something like that. Or it had like all kinds of things, but the basement floor had like all kinds of stationery stuff, which is what the original reason we were there for. Is my sister wanted to buy all these like cherry blossoms, stationery and stuff like that. So I saw this lucky cat down there, along with a couple of nanoblock sets. And I was like, oh, these are cool. Nanoblock cherry blossom tree. Something's off. Did I not choose the right slot? I can't fit one here. No, I'm just... Okay. So yeah, I bought a samurai helmet from that place. That's made out of nanoblocks, which I have yet to build. A cherry blossom tree. And then I hesitated, but then I saw the lucky cat, and I was like, you know what? I'm picking this up too. And then we went down to the basement floor. My sister bought all kinds of stationery. My brother-in-law bought a bunch of pens and inks and stuff. And then we paid for it on the basement floor. And Japan has a lot of like tax-free or tax refund places if you're like a foreigner and you have your passport and stuff like that. So usually they take off the tax at the register that you pay at, but this store was like, oh, if you want your tax refund, go to the 6th floor and present your password and your receipt, and we'll do it there. I was like, oh, okay. Went to the 6th floor, and then like as we were doing the tax refund for the purchases, since we made it all one giant purchase, my sister spies way across the room, was like, hey, what's that over there? And then with my new eyes at the time, I was like, is that a lucky dog? And so I walked over there, and then I was like, damn, they do have a lucky dog here. And a couple of other sets were there too. And then we just got our tax refund. And then I was like, damn, do I trouble with trying to return the lucky cat and then buy the lucky dog instead? It's like, no, I'm in a foreign country. I don't want to trouble them with my returns. So I bought both. And that's why I have both now. They apparently have a black version of the lucky dog too. And I got this version of it, this little tan version. The store didn't have the black one though. Might as well get what you could while you're there. True. And the thing is, price-wise was like significantly cheaper buying it there compared to like if I bought it online. Because my roommate did show me these type of brick sets when he came back from Korea back in like January. And I was like, oh, these are cool. I wouldn't rush to buy them right now, but I would consider it in the future. And then when I was in Japan, I saw them. I'm like, oh, might as well pick them up now. I think like if I were to buy this online, it would be like $90 something. But then when I bought it in Japan, it was like literally like $45 or something like that. So I think that's pretty worth. The same thing for like, you can kind of see it on the corner of the camera right here. Let me point to it right there. There's my Mega Man X4, I think is what it's from. Is Mega Man using the fire powers called like Rising Fire or something like that. I forgot exactly what the power is called. I need to look at the box again. But that one was the same thing. It was like on Amazon, it would probably cost me like $90 something, but I bought it at a Capcom store and it ended up charging my card like $45. So I was like, yes, nice. I would say there's only one purchase over there that I not really regret, but I sort of regret. And it's only a regret to the point of like, damn, I spent that much money on it. Is an Ayame figurine. And it was like the only one place that I ever saw it, because technically it's like sold out in a lot of places or something like that. But I didn't really think about it when I considered buying it, like how expensive it actually was. I just remember seeing it and I was like, yo, I don't have this one. I want to buy it. And like, I just quickly was like, can I get this one? And then when I looked up the prices and stuff like that, I was like, wait a minute, this is like way more than I thought it should be. And I kind of just like went with it. And then I looked up the prices after and I was like, oh yeah, that was like way more expensive than I should have bought it for. But at the same time, it was like technically sold out in like a couple of places. Like the main place that I would buy figurines from, it was sold out. So I guess like that was like the only reasoning I could like give myself, that like, you know what, your purchase was fine. And then other than that, I was just like, you know what, why am I unscrewing that one? Other than that, I was just like, I'm gonna forget about how much I spent about it eventually, until I think about it again randomly. But I'll eventually forget about it, and just it's along with the collection. But beyond that, everything else was like pretty damn cheap. Sometimes splurge is needed. Sometimes. I definitely can agree with that sometimes. And then when I came back, I was like, alright, I gotta go in money saving mode. It's like, nope, I bought all this extra shit when I came back. I just bought another figurine because I was like, fuck it. That's the splurge is sometimes needed, right? So there was another figurine that I saw there, and I didn't pick it up at the time because I was like, oh, I'm not really getting it for that much cheaper if I buy it here or online at the time. Now, if I think about it, I technically would have gotten it for cheaper by like saving myself shipping, but I couldn't fit it in my luggage. So I was like, you know what? I won't buy this one. So I hesitated on that one and I left the store. But then I kind of convinced myself to buy it while I was looking online the other day. So I ordered that. Don't know where I'm gonna exactly put it yet. I mean, I have room. I just want to put it in a specific spot because it kind of matches the theme of that entire shelf. But yeah, bought another figurine. Bought a monitor because one of my monitors died. Technically, it wasn't my monitor either, so. But either way, bought a monitor. Bought some IKEA things just for the new setup of the room, you know? So this is the test I usually do, is that once I screw everything of that layer, if anything falls out, then I know I missed some screws, and I missed 2 right here. Kind of hard to check otherwise. And yeah, that's a layer. A little tedious, but it's doable. 23. Step 23 out of 140 something. One, two, three, 4 here. Oh yeah, also that ticket to Hawaii. So that was another couple hundred. But that one's like, I kind of didn't want to do, but at the same time I kind of wanted to do. And the main reason was just why I wanted to do it was just to visit my mother. But the kind of not wanting to do it was just like, man, more family trips. The rest of my family are leaving to Vegas tomorrow too. My father asked me if I was joining. I was like, I can't take any more time off. No room for that. Plus I'm going to Vegas in like July. Oh yeah, I gotta disable the random friend request thing again. I forgot I turned that off for like a quick second for someone to talk to me. Friend requests, not from everyone. Get out of here, whoever you are. Sometimes the splurge needs to continue. Spending advice from Ace himself. So now that this set is like diving into doing a layer and then doing a layer of screws and then doing another layer, I definitely enjoy the layers where I just put bricks on. And then it gets stressful for a couple minutes when I'm putting all the screws on, and then it goes back to no stress. Yeah, last time I streamed was like about a week ago at this point. And I said that I wanted to stream again on like Monday or something like that. And I had to cancel it because of the monitor thing. And I was like, oh man, I don't want to build something on Monday. I want to play a game. I bought Pikmin 4 that day, ready to stream and everything, and then my monitor died. And I was like, what? What happened? I went to go take a shower. And then it just died on me. Things happen when I'm not here. But I have Pikmin 4 now. So hopefully I can play that on stream next time. Looking forward to amassing an army. And trying my hardest to not get any of them killed. But I know that some of them are gonna die. And I can't do anything about it. That's definitely something in games I'm like... I just like the Fire Emblem mentality where it's like, oh dude, I need to make sure everyone's alive, no one ever dies. And then I play Advance Wars and it's like, oh god, I had to use units as fodder. I think that was the most stressful thing about Pikmin when I first played Pikmin 1. It was like, dude, when I see like a bunch of them die, it's like the most devastating thing. I've seen clips where it's like they run into a trap and it's like 40 of them die at once. It's like, oh god, that's painful. I think it was like one clip is like the caption was just, I'm gonna throw up. And I was like, I understand. I would throw up too, and I just watched like 40 Pikmin just all get electrocuted and die. I'm gonna try my hardest to not let that happen. I'm a lot older than when I played Pikmin 1. I didn't play many of the other ones though. Like Pikmin 2 and above. Not sure why. Probably because some of their mechanics I wasn't really a fond of. But Pikmin 4 actually looks pretty good. I watched a few streamers play it here and there, but I tried to avoid watching it for too long just because I wanted to play it myself. Part of me is like, damn, do I even need to use the screws? This thing feels pretty damn secure already. You can see the coin kind of being made right here. And for anyone that wants to see what it looks like when it's finished, it should look like that. So as you can see, I'm only like right here. I need a lot more layers just to make the rest here. This instructions booklet I think shows the black one too though. Right here. Look at the black one, it's so cute. It's adorable. If I could, I would have bought the black one and this tan one, but nope, I have a lucky dog and a lucky cat now. I'm more of a dog person, but at the same time, it's like, having a dog and a cat is pretty cool too. Once they're both finished and I just put them somewhere in the room, they're gonna be pretty cool to look at. Time for more screws. one black screw. One, two. This one? Yes. Let's screw you now before I forget. I should screw by the color. Or I should tighten by the color so that I don't miss one. Or hopefully I don't miss one. Oh, that was dangerous. I almost dropped that bag. If I dropped this bag of like little screws onto the floor, I'd probably just do a long BRB and just disappear for like an hour to pick the ball up. But you guys don't get to watch this. Sorry, bye. Oh no. I dropped one in there somewhere. Dude, when this thing gets higher, if I drop one in there, oh my god. Luckily I can still get it out now. This is what I'm saying, I need like 4 hands or something. I can use 2 of these hands to screw, or to put the screws in, and then... Actually, I only need a 3rd hand, right? So I can have one guy, one hand just do this on every screw I put in. Okay, I think that's that layer. Nothing's falling off. Great. Moving on, step 25. Why is it so hard to see the black pieces? Yo, Kibi. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. Hello, Ink Boy. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. How's it going, everyone? My bongo cat is so cute. Thank you. This was made by a random follower named Rin. I forgot the last name. Harlison or something like that? I would get the name right now, but Discord names are truncated right now when I'm streaming. But yeah, they just randomly made a bongo cat of me, and I was like, what? Can I use these? And they're like, yes. So the one on top of my head is a bongo cat version of me, as you can see with the little fur coat neck and then the flames. And then the one on the right is just using an arcade stick. Pretty damn cute. How was your stream? I'll give you a shout out right now. Let me just finish this one step right here before I lose it. You were playing Fortnite? Nice. How was that? How was your stream? Valorant and Fortnite sillies? Nice, nice. Yeah, so welcome on in. So as you can see here, I am making a not Lego set called JEKCA. And what I'm trying to make is this little lucky dog. So far, out of like one stream, which is like around 3 hours of work, plus whatever I've done so far, I've got its butt. That's all I got so far. The set is pretty tedious, pretty long. As you can see here, there's a bunch of bricks. And it's just built layer by layer up. But the main thing that makes this different from Legos is these little things right here, which are like little screws that you use to secure all the blocks together. So this is probably the most annoying thing about these type of things, but it's definitely better than one of the other sets that I've built before. So not too bad. Just it's a little long, but if you're not like in any rush to finish things, then it's pretty relaxing. But I'm not in a rush, but like I'm trying to finish this backlog of all this stuff I bought from Japan. So knowing that, it's like, oh god, I got a lot more to go through. But yeah, it's just basically a layer of bricks, which I'm doing the layer of bricks right now, and then a layer of screws that I have to do right after. It was a whole suitcase, right? Yeah, it was pretty much a whole suitcase full of stuff. And I'm slowly posting everything that I build. The small stuff I don't build on stream is occasionally being built when I'm just chilling on my days off. This is like the biggest main thing that I'm building on stream. And I also have a lucky cat version of this too, so I don't know if I'm going to do that one on stream either. It's just literally the same thing, but just a cat instead of a dog. But I do want to make the Mega Man one. I want to make X. So that one I'll probably do on stream. It could potentially be next after this guy. But I do want to fit in some times for games too, and I'm just like, god, when do I when do I finish building things? But right now I'm on step 26, which is to put all the screws in. And I think there's like a total of 140 something steps of this set alone. Sounds like a good problem to have. I know, right? Definitely an interesting problem to have. So how have you been? What's new? How have you been sleeping? Same. Nothing too crazy. I go to sleep late at night because I usually stay up till like 3 or something like that. I'll probably have like one wake up that like feels like, why am I so energized? And it would only be like a couple hours in. And I'm like, I probably feel like I could stay up for like an hour from there, and then I go back to sleep, and then from there it's like, anytime I wake up beyond that, it's like, I feel like I was hit by a truck. The dogs still wake you up in the night? Not as much, no. Things aren't waking me up as much anymore. Probably because, you know, some things have changed around here. So it's not as bad. I just can't fully stay asleep for like a longer period of like a couple of hours. Probably like 3 hours. It's like 3 or 4 hours, like the longest I can go. And then after that, it's like wake up every hour. But it's not that bad. It's not bothering me as much anymore. The dogs get sometimes kind of loud in the middle of the night, but yeah. You hope your body can adjust to more peace, right? Yeah. It's not too bad right now. I'm not too stressed out about my sleep and stuff anymore. The Japan trip itself was like a really good reset, I feel. And so definitely when I came back, I was like, what? How do I live my life anymore? What did I do in my daily life? Do I still remember how to do my daily routines? Like, all of that was just outside the window. I was like, what do I do? Hello, Princess Jorge. But yeah, Japan was a great reset. I really felt like I forgot how everything worked. And I'm taking another trip in May now. I'll be gone for a weekend. But that one's to visit my mother, so a much needed visit. Just to say hi and all that stuff. But I don't think I'll be going back to Japan anytime soon. Holy crap. 2 weeks was quite a long time to spend there, honestly. I enjoyed the trip for the most part, too. The only thing I would change is, like, I definitely wouldn't want to go with my brother-in-law and sister anymore. I want to go with myself or just, like 1 or 2 friends that have similar interests. So that way I could, like, do a lot of the stuff I want to do, too, without worry. Yeah, as you can see, I'm putting in the screws right now. It's a very tedious step, and look at all these freaking tan screws. It's almost like perler beads for me, because I'm just going like one by one screw in, and I have to use 2 hands to do it because using one hand is hard to like align the screw correctly. That's a cute emote, Princess Jorge. How you doing? I know it's late for you. You usually go to bed around this time, right? Actually, I streamed a little earlier than I usually do. Probably because it's my day off. No, I'm not from Japan, no. I just really like the Japanese culture, so I like visiting there. I've been there twice now. The last time I was there was probably like 7 or 9 years ago. I can't remember. But no, I'm not Japanese. I was just in Japan a couple weeks ago. That's what it was. I think it's been like 2 or 3 weeks now. I don't even remember. I think 2 weeks. I visited a lot of Nintendo stores and Capcom stores and stuff. You'd like to go to Disney Japan? We did not actually go to... I think it was an idea to go there, but I think my sister mainly wanted to go to the downtown Disney portion, not the actual park itself, because she wanted to visit the Disney stores. But we found so many other Disney stores along the way. Like there was one in Shinjuku, where we were staying. She bought some stuff there, and then there was like another one in Shibuya, and we bought more stuff there. So that's why she probably opted of not going to like the downtown Disney of Japan. We were supposed to go the first time we were there too. When I went with like a friend and just my sister. But the day that we were supposed to go, my sister opted out of doing anything because her legs were just killing her that day. Which made sense. This time around too, when I was there, I think it was like around the second or third day, our legs were really sore. But I'm able to tolerate that. So like, I was fine. I was actually way more fine than usual. Even with like the super sore legs. Because I remember before, it was really hard. But I think even like Anime Expo, when I had like really sore legs after like the first day, I was like, dude, I can't. I can't walk. But this time being sore, I was just like, oh yeah, that's fine. I did have a moment where I had to keep weight off the leg though. It was like near the end of the second week. My legs were hurting in a weird way that I had to keep weight off of it. And it kind of lingered for a little while. Like when I was back here, it healed a bit. And then like when I was back here, there was like a day where I was like, why does this hurt again? Like I'm not doing anything. Luckily that's all healed now. So I don't have to really worry about it anymore. It hasn't bothered me at all. So now that all the screws are in, I use this little screwdriver to fasten everything. Sounds good. Good night, Kibi. Thank you for the raid. Have a good night. You bet all I did was walk? In Japan? Yeah. Everything we did was just walking around. And I was fine with that because I was there to explore and all. But unfortunately, not our whole group was like that. So when they saw stairs and stuff like that, not everyone was all was all up for it. I was like, I need to go to the other floors to see what else is here. But yeah, would I go again? Probably. But I probably, if I were to go again, I think I want to probably plan a bigger event that I would go there for. Like visiting all the stores and stuff like that was nice. And the main purpose I went was just to kind of get away and just buy a lot of models and stuff like that that I wanted to buy over there. And I got to do that. I bought a whole suitcase worth of like stuff, and then I played a lot of crane games and brought back like a bunch of plushies and stuff like that too. So collection wise, is like it's definitely grown. I think if I were to go back there for an event, it would either be for Evo Japan, or it would be for what music's playing. I want to play something else. Let's play this one. Yeah, Evo Japan is one consideration. I'm not too keen on that idea because as much as like I like going to Evo and stuff like that to compete, I don't train as often as I want to be able to compete at like internationally like that. Like Evo is just because I just want to be there for the hype. Like as much as I compete in that one, like I'm more there for the hype than like to actually like try to win. So Evo Japan is a consideration. Where did this one fall out of? Not here. But yeah, Evo Japan is a consideration. But maybe, but probably not. I think the only other one I would consider is maybe HoloFest. I do like watching HoloLive. It'd be fun to see the concerts and stuff like that. You bet it gets wild there. What do you mean by wild? Or like Evo in general? Like why I go for the hype and stuff like that? I'm practically screaming when it comes to Evo. I was in the stands like the Evo finals and I was just like screaming the whole time for like just random uppercuts to happen. So yeah, I get pretty into it. I think one guy even looked back at me. He was like, "Why the fuck is this guy yelling the way he is?" And I was like, "Dude, I'm getting into the match, man. He should have uppercutted right there." Yeah, it's definitely a whole experience on its own. Be there. All the announcements and stuff like that. It's just amazing. And then last year while I was there, they were like, they declared National Evo Day or something like that, and they got the key to the city because of the event. And I was like, what the heck, dude? This is epic. So I'm excited to go again. I just hope the state of my game that I plan to enter gets a little bit better and more enjoyable to play. Not a lot of people are happy with it right now, then I'm like, well, if they're not happy with it, then I can't fully enjoy it either. Lately, every time I damn freaking play the game, people just quit on me too. It's understandable sometimes though. It gets frustrating. Fighting games in general are just frustrating to play. Especially when you lose all the time, you know? What's new for you, Princess Jorge? How have you been in the week that I wasn't able to stream? So far so good. Got to see my Sugar Wednesday. And today. Nice. Sugar Daddy. I figured that's what it was. But I was like, Sugar Wednesday. I was like, are you just referring to them as sugar? And you got to see them on Wednesday and today? Or did you mean to type Sugar Daddy? Your job is moving you to a different office. Is that a good thing? It is? Nice, nice. You've been at the same office for the last 8 years. I see. So a change of pace would be nice, right? Yeah, it's always nice to change things up at once in a while here and there. There's agents you don't like, so it's nice to get away from them. I see, I see. It do be like that sometimes. Apparently that's pretty unavoidable though. Even if you go to a new place, you're probably gonna find new people that you don't like there too. Sometimes when I hear people talk about workplaces, it's always like that. It's like, I don't like this guy, I don't like this guy. And then they move somewhere, it's like, I don't like this guy, I don't like this guy. This person is a bitch. This person treats me like shit. You get along with everyone, or along with them, but there's some that push it, yeah. I get what you mean. I've had that too, where I'm just like, okay, like, I can get along with you, but sometimes you annoy the crap out of me. Or there's just some people that are just like, dude, you guys gotta chill. I think at my last workplace, there was like one person that always got on my nerves. And anytime something stupid happened to him, I was just like, I was such a dick. I was never openly a dick to him in person, but it's just like, dude, this guy is a fucking moron. I'm not gonna get into extreme detail of what happened, but there was one day where he did something pretty silly, and he got in trouble for it, and some of us also got involved in terms of like just being questioned for like what happened and stuff like that. Hi, Miss Suck. How's it going? Welcome back. But yeah, I had to get questioned because of what happened. And at the end of the whole ordeal, he was just like, man, it's so stressful what happened today and stuff like that. Is it okay if you guys like please don't tell anyone like what happened? And I was like, okay. And I got home, the first thing I did was call my friend and told him what happened. Because we both didn't like him, so we were just like, fuck this guy. This guy's a moron, look what he did. Who is ready to boss? True. Does anyone want to fight a boss? Keep yourselves entertained as I build things. But yeah, that was hilarious. Like, please don't tell anyone. I was like, okay. And then I asked, because I wasn't told directly what happened. And then I asked, oh, good thing that didn't spill all over the place. I wasn't told directly what happened, so after the whole ordeal, I asked one of them, like, what exactly happened? It's like, oh yeah, this happened. I was like, oh my god, that freaking moron. You think we'd get along in a work environment? I don't know. I'm pretty to myself in a work environment now. I can't say if we'd get along or not. I just flat out just do my own thing, and I just I just don't do much. So I can't say for sure, but I'm usually a pretty nice guy. You're very social. I don't mind it. Looks like Miss Suck wants to fight a boss battle, but I don't know if there's anyone else to be able to join them right now. I'm too busy building. What step am I on? You probably get on my nerves. I don't know. I'm told to have a pretty high patience for things, but who knows? Maybe. I can't say for sure. I usually don't try to do much at work anymore. Probably because like before this current job that I have, I did get along with everyone besides that one person for sure. But I did get fired for a reason. So ever since then, I'm just like, you know what? Let's just keep a stable job. Yeah, when more people are around Mistuck, maybe. Maybe. Some people will join you for the boss battles. I broke the rules? In a sense, I guess. But I was more pissed about what happened that caused me to do that at the time. Because that place was pretty bad with like scheduling and stuff like that. And it's like, I can't even clock in if I'm not scheduled, but you're expecting me to come in anyway. But yeah, it ended up being a bad look, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense why you're firing me. But at the same time, like, due to what all the stuff that they did, they probably became not a good company afterwards. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the parents at the time, because I did do a teaching job before too, and usually I do a pretty good job with it when it comes to teaching, that the parents and the kids tend to like really like me. So the moment I was gone, I'm pretty sure they were like, wait, what did they do to him? Why? You teach? Yes. Have I not mentioned this to you? I teach... Wait, why was this here? Okay, that's right. I teach computer science to kids. I teach kids how to program and make video games and such. You have a bad memory? Oh no. I am technically a game programmer, though I don't really do it as a passion or anything like that. There are times when I'll get like really into it and I'll like work on a game or work on a project. You had a thing for teachers once? Oh boy. I'm not like one of those hot teachers or anything like that. Chill. But yeah, once in a while I'll work on a project. I was working on a puzzle game for a while, for a few months or something like that. I'm not your type? I'm offended. No, I'm just kidding. No worries. You can ask Techie. I mean, I'm not into guys either, so technically it works out that way, right? But yeah, I was working on my own game for a while. And I still have it. And I'm still like wanting to work on it. It's just that I just have so many other things I want to do at the moment. So I put that on the back burner. But at the same time, it's like I still have all the written documents of like how I want to continue working on that game. So I feel like I could pick it up at any time and just go at it again. Because I really did like that project. Out of all the projects I did work on, like this one I don't want to like... Eventually I want to finish it. It's just I've been doing so many other things. But yeah, there's that. I had a little idea for a different program I wanted to work on recently. But again, like I said, since I'm working on so many other things, like building all these really different things, I haven't gotten around to starting it. But I wanted to make a little desktop helper. So like, you can kind of imagine like these little screen avatars on the bottom. I want to make one personalized one that honestly is like, I want someone to draw all the animations I want for it. And I want it to be like a red, like a girl, like a red anime girl. Probably based off of all my interests and stuff like that. And I wanted to call it Hana or Hana. Because I do use names that are like related to flowers and stuff like that. Like Akai Tsubaki is technically the name that I use for most games and stuff like that. But Akai Hana was also a name I used for a long time. But anyway, I wanted to make a little anime girl that's supposed to walk around the screen and stuff like that. And just basically be a little helper. I don't know what functionalities I would give it right now, but maybe just like tell me when I have a new email or tell me when I get like a Twitter notification or something like that. Something cute. So I just need to learn how to like make a character that walks around the screen and then maybe can interact with the windows. An AI bot, kind of like that, yeah. Not like full on AI that like it will respond to me properly or anything like that. If I could, maybe I'll look into that. Because there's always that stuff sounds hard though. Like I can't dive into that. But maybe just a little, you know, helper that at least tells me when I have new emails or something like that. And just occasionally greet me or something. That's like the small idea I have it for now. So I just want to learn how to like make a character and then make a transparent background so I can click through it and still like do stuff on the screen, but it would just be there or chilling somewhere on my desktop screens, one of my monitors out of the 4. But that's the idea right now. I plan to start on it one of these days, but like I have a backlog of all these different things I need to build. So one of these days, I'll do it. I don't know if I'll do it on stream because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing when it comes to that type of program. And I'll probably be just sitting here staring at like one line of code for like 20 minutes or something. I'm like, I don't know what to do from here. What do I do? People are usually helpful on that type of things, but like I personally hate showing myself being lost on stream for like a long period of time. So that's why I like doing these building streams, because like I'm just consistently going at a good pace. Because I fall under pressure too. So like if I'm trying to learn something like in a fighting game and I can't get it and it's on stream, like I feel the pressure. You don't want us to see you vulnerable? That's probably it, yeah. I hate showing it, so I'm like, no. I'm gonna show you my good side of being able to do things well, right? But yeah, that's probably it. No one gets to see me vulnerable. Not yet, at least. Because honestly, when I like start losing in fighting games for one, and I can't figure things out, I'm already feeling really frustrated at myself, and like that's like something I never want to do on stream. I technically did it once. There was one day where I lost like 30 games in a row. And I remember the number simply because of the fact that like I played 10 sets with one person, I lost all 10 of them. And then I like decided to get off of that cabinet with that person, and then I was like challenged by someone else, lost another 10 sets. And then lost another 10 sets. And then at that point I was like super defeated. And I just like ended the I ended the stream still saying goodbye and everything like that. And one of my friends messaged me. I was like, dude, at the end of your stream, you sounded pretty sad and defeated. Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, it just sucked losing. Do I rage quit? No. I accept my losses. I hate rage quitting. Like, rage quitting pisses me off. Especially currently, because like I'm still playing a lot of fighting games like off stream. And then when people rage quit on me, I'm just like, why? Why are you such a coward? You should play Fortnite with me. I can't stand that game, I'm gonna be honest with you. I played it for like a couple days and I was like, dude, I can't. But that was like way back when it was first released. I don't know about now, but yeah, I can't stand that game. But yeah, rage quitting, I don't know. I think the reason why I don't like it right now is because the reason why people rage quit is just so childish. All it is just like, oh, if I lose a point. So I'm gonna rage quit so I don't lose the point. And I fought this one person specifically the other day, and I won the match. I was about to win the match, and then they rage quit. So I was like, oh, okay, well, this is one of those people. And then I about 2 or 3 sets later, I matched up with that same guy. So I'm like, okay, you turned on your game again, and you're back at it. They beat me one game, so they got a point for it. And then the next game, I won, but they rage quit for it. And I was like, okay, you're a fucking dick, dude. You're just here for like the fake ass master rank points. And at that point, I'm just like, yeah, dude, you just want a rank to boast about, and that rank is gonna be as fake as your own gameplay. Get out of here. What also gets me is when people give up too. Like they just stand there, let you kill them and stuff like that. I'm just like, dude, why are you even playing the game? Rage quitters in Splatoon get to me for some reason. That one is like whatever's, because that one ends the whole match, and then like it's like whatever's at that point for me. But in a team-based game, I guess I don't care about it as much as I expect it a little bit more. But on a 1v1, it's like you only have yourself to be accountable for. And they still do that shit. All because of some online ego points. So I gave up trying to get master rank at that point because literally like everyone was rage quitting me if they lost. And I was like, okay, I can never get a point now. But at the same time, if I fight someone I lose, I'll lose a point. So I can only go down or stay the same. So like, why would I be motivated to even try at this point? In the hopes that I would get someone that's just as respectful? I'm like, fuck that. Fuck that noise. It's not worth it. I just log on to do my dailies now. What's Zero build? I recognize the name a little bit, but I don't remember what it is. The best choice Fortnite ever made. Oh, is that the mode of the game that removes all the building? And it's just became like a regular battle royale? Ah, I see. I definitely agree with that. The building is like ridiculous. Like you just one tap someone and all of a sudden they're like building a whole fortress like within seconds around you, and I'm like, what the hell? What the hell is that noise? It's like that one Family Guy skit where like Peter takes like a RPG and like blows up the Amish people's houses or something like that, and the Amish like built it like right away in like seconds. When Fortnite first came out, that was your biggest problem with it? Honestly, same. Because I think at the time my group was playing like a lot of PUBG at the time. And when we tried out Fortnite and we saw that building thing, we were like, what the heck is this? I've seen some recent clips of it and I'm like, damn, this game is totally evolved from what it used to be. Which is cool. But that whole first impression thing is like really big for something like for me, I guess. That's usually for me is like if I tried it out the first time and I didn't like it for whatever reason, I don't tend to try it out anymore. Yeah, the game's ridiculous. I was like, I see people like flying around with wings and throwing lightning bolts and shit. And I was like, huh? What's all this? You don't really have any issues with the game now? It's just not your thing? Yeah, I think that's what it is for me too. I think the game, I can acknowledge that I think it's pretty good now in its current state. But it's not what I'm looking forward to playing, I guess. I kind of need a game where I just like pick up and play myself though. But I don't know what that game would be. As much as I like fighting games, it's been really stressful for me to ever log on to a fighting game just to play it. Like Street Fighter 6, well, Street Fighter 6 I do enjoy. But when it comes to fighting games, like the rage quitting and like stuff like that has been like really bothersome. So that's why I haven't streamed those games recently. Though Street Fighter 6, I think the next time I stream it, I was gonna do some ranked with Ed because I haven't placed him yet, and I really like the character. So that was the idea. So I wanted to show my initial placements playing that game, along with just ranking up and getting into Masters. But again, I haven't gotten around to it because I have all these different things to build. Which isn't really a problem, it's just... I would need to stream way more often to get through all this stuff. And I stream like maybe twice a week, though sometimes it hits once a week depending on like what comes in the way. During the time of like when Granblue Relink was a thing too, that was eating up a lot of my time, and I just wasn't streaming at all during that because I was just having more fun playing Relink with friends. But that game has slowed down for us since we already beat pretty much all the content. Honestly, I want to play Granblue Versus more, the fighting game, but the player base has kind of dropped down a little bit because of the state of the game. And everyone's just hoping for everything to be fixed on April 2nd, which is in a couple of days. And I am terrified. I'm gonna be honest with all of you guys. I am terrified of the state of the game along with that whatever happens in that patch. Because like, here are the listed problems that everyone has with the game. And I can understand them. I don't know what they're gonna do to try to fix up any of it. And I have this feeling that no matter what they do, no one's gonna be happy. And that's why I'm terrified. So here's to hoping that they do some good things. But my expectations are kind of low. So we shall see. Like, I'll still play the game no matter what. But the way I play the game now doesn't warrant a stream for it, because I literally play it for like 20 minutes and I'm like done already. I haven't touched Splatoon in a while either. I used to play that as like my PvP game to just like kill time with. But I haven't touched it since doing some of the side order stuff. I do enjoy that game too. I guess what's lacking for me in that game is that I just don't have friends. Well, I guess there's one person that's like always asks if I want to play. But usually when they ask, it's like I'm not available to play. But I kind of miss those moments of just like hanging out in a voice chat and playing some game with someone. And just having this common medium to connect with. And I think that's why I was so MIA for a while playing Granblue Relink, because that was that. It was like every night they just wanted to play Relink, and I was like, hell yeah, let's get on. Let's go on Relink and just farm for materials. Level up our characters and shit. That game is so fun. I just wish it had more in-game content, probably. Because it isn't planned to be a live service game. But that game, especially for one of the friends that was playing it with me, was like what we wanted in a RPG ever since we were in like high school. Because we played a lot of Tales games in high school together. Tales of Symphonia was like the first one I got introduced to. And Yeah, it's like we just played RPG battles together, you know? We played Tales of the Abyss together, and we had like a 4-man party for that, just all hanging out at a house using like this multi-tap for the PlayStation controllers so that we could all battle at the same time. And how it was just like one person was the leader, did all the RPG elements of the game, but anytime we entered battle, all 4 of us were fighting. And I think that's what Grand Blue Relink did for us. It's just like you have your party of your friends, and you just got thrown into a boss, kind of like Monster Hunter style, and you just wailed on the boss with whatever skills you had. A bunch of numbers were flying up, and just I was like, damn, this game is easy, but damn, this game knows how to make you feel like a hero. Especially when you do like the team SBAs. All the cut-ins like start flashing by, and all the voice lines. The heroic teamwork that starts happening. I'm just like, damn, all this stuff is cool. But playing that all the time did prevent me from, or not prevented me, but just like made it harder for me to stream consistently. Because I didn't want to stream playing that as much as I could have. The group I was playing with was not really a group that was probably wanting to be on stream. And it's just like us 4 talking and everything too, so it's like... Nah, I don't know. It could have been a thing. But I guess it could have also killed the immersion because we all called each other by our real names and stuff. Good night, Princess Jorge. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll see you next time. You always enjoy me. Thank you, thank you. I hope I'm entertaining. You always enjoy watching me. I appreciate it. Should tell me what you enjoy watching the most in terms of what I play. Very informative. That's an interesting description. Yeah, I appreciate it. Have a good night's rest. I'll see you around next time. I always have good stories and good conversations. Well, that's cool. I always thought my stories were boring compared to like all the other ones I ever hear out there. But then again, I also don't do much. So going to Japan definitely gave me a plethora of stories to talk about. They are far from boring. That's good to hear. I'm one cool dude. Don't praise me too much. It's gonna get to my head. Good night, for real, for real. I believe the stream quality should be a lot better this time around too compared to last time. Last time I remember dropping a lot of frames. We did upgrade our internet over here. Then again, we aren't both streaming at the same time though. At least I think not right now. This was like a terrible spot to start from. It's so easy to lose track of which screw I haven't done. Okay, it's shaping up. Step number 30 is done. Alright, step 31. Let's do this. Man, I remember building Lego sets as young as I was like probably like 7 or probably like a little bit older than that. But I remember the time when my dad was teaching me how to do this stuff. There was a point in time where he was just saying like, you don't even need the instructions. You can just look at the picture and like build it off of that. And I'm like thinking like, damn, these more complex sets, there's no way you can do that. To an outsider who's never built any of these things though, I can see why this stuff looks intimidating. But it's honestly just instructions. But yeah, earlier when I was building things for my brother-in-law, he was just like, I don't do puzzles and stuff. And I was like, alright, I'll make them for you. I made 2 little small Pikachus and a Pochako in the little time I had. Though that Pochako that I made was actually a jigsaw puzzle. It's kind of weird. The only instructions it gave me was the order of the pieces. It was still fun to build though. I still have other things to build for him. I have, I think like 2 Godzilla things. One of them is a jigsaw puzzle and the other one is a model kit. I think that's it. No, there's a nano block Pikachu in there too. Double check. See what we have here. So we have a jigsaw puzzle that is of a Pokeball and a Pikachu on top of it. It's like about 61 pieces. Now that I've made the Pochako, this doesn't look as intimidating. And then we got a little nano block Pikachu. And then these right here, we took them out of their boxes to save space so that we can transport them. But these are both like Godzillas. One's a jigsaw puzzle and the other one is a model kit. I guess we can see the picture here. It looks a little model kit of Godzilla shooting a fireball. I don't think I'll build these on stream because they're not mine, technically. I'd rather build things on stream of things I want to build rather than things I build for others. Step 32. More screws. Oh yeah, I got tagged in one of those posts today where it's like, post a gif of your favorite anime and then tag like 5 other VTubers or something. And I think that's like one of the hardest questions to ask something of me. The favorite anime. I'm like, I don't know. I can't think of one that just like sticks out as a favorite. That's so hard. I just appreciate all the things I watch usually. And I can't think about like which one would be my favorite. is usually the problem I have is like if I finish an anime series or if I finish a game, I have a hard time finishing it the second time around because I already know everything that generally happens. But yeah, I think the biggest problem for me is just flat out like I don't consider anything a favorite usually. I'm trying to think of a favorite anime. I don't know. There's a lot of different ones I liked for different reasons. But I can't think of one one I would say favorite. That's really hard. Even if you ask me my favorite game, it's like, nope. Got nothing for you. I guess in terms of favorite game, one of these days I could just like open this drawer that's behind me of all the games I've ever owned physically and just be like, does any of them stand out to me? I don't own physical games anymore though, just because of the convenience of not having to order a physical copy of things has been nice. I used to be like, oh, I gotta collect the physical copies. But now it's just like, nope, just download them, make it convenient for me. I think if you're ever to ask me like a favorite something, I need a category to be narrowed down. So like if you ever ask me like what's your favorite fighting game, then I might be able to answer. But favorite game? That's too damn hard. Alright, that's another layer of screws done. None of the screws are falling out. Nice. How far along are we? So, I started on step 21 today, and now I'm on step 32, 33 technically. So I finished about 10 steps in 2 hours. God dang. We have a little bit more of the tail here, as you can see. And we have more of the coin and its feet in its belly. Compared to what we're supposed to have, it's definitely still a ways to go. But we're almost at the end of the coin by the looks of it. We're like probably like about 70% of the coin done. We'll probably shoot for this for about another hour and then we'll call it there. This thing is definitely time consuming, but it looks cool. I'm glad it's not really giving me any issues beyond just taking a lot of time. Let's keep going here. We're on step 33. Want different music? Hold up. Let's pick you. Okay. I'm feeling this a little bit more. Another layer on. After the screw step again. Having these Ziploc bags really do help with the whole process here. Glad I was able to organize everything with everything I had in my room. No, I dropped a screw in here. No, the Ziploc bag fell. It's okay though. Nothing really fell out of that. Or at least not much fell out of that. God dang it. I dropped another one in here. Had to do a double take there. I'm like, wait a minute. Is this right? I'm just such in the zone right now that like things are just moving along. Alright, I think that's another layer. Okay, nothing's falling out. Needs a little bit more of the tail again. Step 35. Wow, step 35 is literally like put one brick there. Okay. Cool. So step 35 is... what is it? Get one of these bricks, and then one of these. Where are you? Okay. And then this one goes in between here. And this one clamps on top of that like that. And that's it. The step 35 and 36. It should look like that. Okay. And then step 37 is the rest. Oh. I guess it's because they want me to have this little piece below this one right here. The moment when I had the piece, but then as I dig through it, it just keeps falling further and further away. Okay, that's another layer. Step 38. I need a 3-side screw for this one. A white one. It's gonna go here. Nope, that worked. Okay. Let's do all the white ones now. No, no. I dropped one. I was trying really hard to not drop that one. Let's see. At this rate, I'm on step 38. I can probably finish another layer before I call it. And that would be roughly about 20 steps within 3 hours is the rate I'm going at. If it's 20 steps within 3 hours, and there's 140 steps, this is gonna take another 15 hours to finish? Oh boy. I mean, probably it gets a little different on the later stages when the layers get more narrow. We can only hope. It is a little intimidating to think of it that way, and I probably shouldn't think of it that way. But we're gonna keep going at it. If I do stream anytime soon, though, I definitely want to play a game instead. So far, it's like maybe one build stream a week or something like that. Maybe I could declare like Thursday build night stream. Since lately Thursdays have been pretty good for me to stream, especially earlier in the day or earlier in the night. I was actually thinking about doing 2 streams tonight. One for like playing games and then have dinner and then come back and build. But I ended up doing other things. I could possibly consider streaming again tomorrow, depending on how I feel after work. I'll play the Pikmin 4 that I bought that I was intending to play on Tuesday. Okay, that's another layer done. Pretty sure I screwed everything. Yep. It's coming together, look at this. It's like this bottom half of its belly. Alright, let's fit one more layer in and then we'll call it for tonight. I think we made a pretty good amount of progress. It's about 10 layers of stuff. We're on step 39 here. Oh, it's wrong. Always these little ones that are hard to find. Oh. Why did that layer of bricks felt a lot easier than usual? Alright. Step 40. Last layer of screws that I'm going to do for tonight. Oh, these are falling out of their little bags. Oh yeah, I need a new Ziploc for this one since I opened this one. We'll sort that out later. What was I doing? So I did the black ones here. I need to screw these in. Do gold. This guy's becoming a little chonky here. No. That's so scary at times. Dropping a screw in there. Alright. Not bad. A little hollow. A little... It's like a bowl. You can see a lot more of the coin now. His little feet. We can see more of his tail that's curling around in his back right here. Compared to what we need to have finished here, it's almost halfway done, I would say. We almost have the top of the coin, and then we just need to get its little collar there with the little bell, and then we can get to its face. Overall, not too hard to build, just takes a lot of time. As you can see, I took 3 hours just to finish 20 steps, which is about 10 layers. Since it's like 1 layer and 1 layer of screws every single time. But yeah, other than that, not bad though. Not too hard to build. So, still liking it so far. Just very time consuming. We're gonna definitely go at it again sometime soon. Probably not the next stream I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow, but we'll see. I want to stream one more time before the weekends, or at least before Monday. I want to stream at least one more time. So it's gonna be either... I don't think it'll be Sunday night. I believe I'm trying to meet up with friends to go have dinner. But I'm gonna have to go verify with them. So most likely it'll either be tomorrow or maybe Saturday night. If not, then you'll likely see me either on Monday or Tuesday again. Unfortunately, since I can't really have a consistent schedule, this is the best I can do. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm gonna post up the VOD for this on the YouTube channel as well, so if you guys want to catch the VOD and just watch me build and chill, feel free to catch it there. I think that's it. I think that's it for today. Let's go ahead and see if we can shoot someone a raid here. I think... Let's go this way. We'll raid Toast Buns. She's playing Fortnite right now. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Alright, we're gonna go shoot a raid. I'll see you guys sometime again soon. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.